Okay, we're back here with another technical segment for 900global.com. Right now we're going to discuss the difference between asymmetric and symmetric core designs. Nick, take it away. Tell me what the difference is between this creature core and this brake core.
It's a good question, Eric, and hopefully our consumers then can fully understand how we define or how the industry defines asymmetrics versus symmetrics. So let's start out with this brake core here. As you can see, if we hold it in this orientation, there's a particular RG value associated with this. If we were to put it in the RG swing, if we lay the core down and we were to put it in that RG swing as well, you can see that it's a different view to you and it's a different view to our audience, and it would give a second RG value, a different RG value than the first. Now if we take this core and turn it 90 degrees, you can see it's a third different shape. So we've got three ways we've looked at this core, and we've got three different shapes or three different views that it exposes. When you, again, put this orientation on the RG swing, you would come up with a third RG value. It's the fact that all three orientations' RG values are different. That's what defines this core as being asymmetric.
Okay, so in short, different looks, different RG numbers, whole different ballgame. How do we determine intermediate differential with this core?
It's another good question. Again, if we hold the core in this orientation, this is the lowest RG state of the core. So this would, like I said, give a particular RG value. Laying the core down, that's the highest RG state of the core. It's the difference between this orientation's RG value and this orientation's RG value. That gives the total differential of the bowling ball. Intermediate, you might ask, how do we get that? So we've got the highest RG value here, and we've got the third or intermediate value here. It's the difference in RG values between the highest state and the intermediate state, which gives us the intermediate differential of the bowling ball.
Okay, so let's get back to simpler days and talk about the old school symmetric core design, which we feature in our creature.
We'll do the same type of analysis, and what you'll see is you'll be able to see and clarify how it's different than the asymmetric.
Okay.
So in this orientation, in this state here, it gives a particular RG value when we put it on the RG swing. Again, lay the core down, and it's going to give a second orientation, our second RG value. Now if we take that core and do the same thing we did with the asymmetric, turn it 90 degrees, do you see a shape difference?
Looks the same to me.
Exactly. This orientation here is the same as this orientation here, which is different than the brake core. It's the fact that this orientation and this orientation yield the same shape, yield the same RG value. That makes it a symmetric core.
Okay, so now I got something visually to put together when I hear people talking about asymmetrics and symmetrics. It makes it a lot simpler. Thanks again, Nick.